KFDM News has learned the Galveston County Sheriff's Office is preparing to hand over a capital murder case to prosecutors seeking charges against 3 people. The Sheriff's Office has spent 7 years investigating the killing of Bridgette Gearen. She and her daughter, who was 2 at the time, were staying with friends at a beach house. The 28-year-old from Orange County went out for a walk about midnight on July 15th of 2007. Her body was found later that day by the water. Investigators say she was beaten, sexually assaulted, and strangled. The lead investigator, Lieutenant Tommy Hanson, tells KFDM News that within 30 days, he'll present a case to the Galveston County District Attorney. Hanson says the case is against 3 people accused of taking part in the murder near the shoreline. Investigators scoured the area around Monkhouse Road following the murder. Hanson says evidence led to the arrest last year of one man he calls a person of interest in the killing. The man is jailed on unrelated charges. Hanson told us the suspect is from Southeast Texas. He also says his office is seeking charges against 2 other people from Gearen's murder. He wouldn't tell us, however, where they are from. Now, while the victim's family is waiting for closure, many in Crystal Beach are still looking for the same thing. KFDM's Lauren Hewitt traveled to Bolivar Peninsula for a reaction to the new developments and to the crime that is still fresh in the minds of many there.
Should I do this? Should I?
Maryanne Rogers and her husband have lived in Crystal Beach for 38 years.
Can we help you?
Oh, yeah, I was just going to get an oil change.
She remembers working at their business Pat's Tires the day in July of 2007 when Bridgette Gearen was found murdered on the beach.
I believe that it really upset a lot of people because she was a mother and a young professional person and a mother, and that could happen to someone like that, you know, someone who was renting a house down here.
A community where people told us murders just don't happen.
It was a rarity that something like that would happen, and it does bring shock to people because they say, oh, that can't happen here. And I think that it really put a question in a lot of people's minds about safety issues, you know, on the beach itself.
Although it's been 7 years since Gearen's murder, it's still fresh in locals' minds.
Well, I think just because it's a young girl, I mean, and it's someone's daughter. You know, and it's a family, and I think that's what makes people want to bring it alive.
At least until they get answers.
And I think that it was always brought up about that there was no closure, and people wanted closure to it so that the family could rest.
A family and a community waiting for a resolution.
I hope that there is closure to it, complete closure, and I hope we never see it ever happen again.
In Crystal Beach, Lauren Hewitt, KFDM 6 News.
The Bolivar Peninsula Chamber of Commerce has held onto thousands of dollars in reward money over the last 7 years, hoping someone would come forward with information leading to the arrest and conviction of Gearen's killers.